Good morning, guys. So it is currently almost 8 o'clock in the morning. Tried waking up a little bit earlier today, but I'm so tired from yesterday. It's about 50 degrees though. It's not that bad out here. Feels pretty good actually. Just waiting for my uncle to get here, and then we're gonna head over to the shop and we're gonna continue to put up the ceiling panels and possibly start putting up the walls today and see what we can do with the plumbing, and we'll see from there. There's quite a bit of stuff to do still, but not having all the parts here, it's kind of hard. We'll see what we do today. Let's go ahead and warm up the truck and then we'll start heading over there. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so what we're doing is having to cut these nails down at least a 1/4 inch because they're too long. So they're going through the furring strip and then they're hitting the ridge on the van, and it's not letting it go all the way to the top where we want it to, so we're cutting them down. I tried finding some that were a little smaller so we wouldn't have this, but they don't have anything in store and I really don't want to wait to order any because I kind of want to get this up. But the way that I'm doing the ceiling, you really won't even see these little heads of the screws, so I'm okay with it. Also, I'm using these kind of finishing nails. I know some people are going to be like, why don't you just use different ones? Well, I like these because they have those little like ridges on them. It's almost like a screw, and I think those work good for the type of panel we're using, so this is why we're using those. Alright guys, so now we're going to go ahead and test fit the second ceiling panel, and once we're sure it's good to go, we're going to go ahead and cut out the hole for the fan. And let me tell you something, holding these up is no joke. I'm hurting right here at this point. I'm like, oh man, I just want to be done. But now that we're sure that the panel fits, my uncle's getting the measurement to cut out the fan, and once we do that, oh, watch your head. Yeah, my arms are tired at this point right here. Now we're making the cutout for the other max air fan. Alright, so now that we've cut out the hole for the fan, we're going to go ahead and slap it up on the ceiling again, and this time we should be ready to go and putting in the screws, or I mean the nails. Like I said, I'm using some nails that are kind of threaded. I will be using screws, just not for this part. We're still going to put some trim on the ceiling. So basically what I'm going for is a floating ceiling. So for that part, I will use screws, but I figured these nails would work good. These finishing nails we're using here. Alright guys, so this is how we're looking right now. Alright guys, so I know you guys are probably wondering what the hell are they doing. So unfortunately, when we ran the furring strips, we ran them across like that. So what we should have done is we should have ran them kind of how you see these here, down that way. The problem is that if you see here, there's nowhere for it to grab on here, and all this was empty. The only support was here and here, and then we have no support here, and as well right here, you can tell. So in order for us to not have the same issue on this side as we are having here, where it kind of sags, we went ahead and added these supports and self-tapped it all the way in the back, so now it has more support right here. So just a heads up with that, guys. If you guys are doing a ProMaster like this, keep that in mind, that you will need to have good supporting points so you don't have this sagging issue. This is our first time doing this, so we're new to all of this, and right now you guys are getting exclusive look, because once we put up our cabinets, you won't see this because we'll also have trim right here, so none of this will be visible. Alright you guys, so now what we've done is we've added some screws here, just enough to touch back right there so it strengthens that support. That way we can mount our cabinets to these, and they're gonna be pretty sturdy. We don't gotta worry about them coming loose. But we have to make some type of cut on the 2x4 to add right here, so we can have this straight, if that makes sense. Because we don't want to cut the cabinets. We don't want to have to do that right now. We just want to get it up, bolt it, and then leave it. So we're gonna mess with that right now. So now while my uncle gets the rest of the supports ready for the rest of the cabinets, me and my brother have jumped over back to the electrical part. What I'm doing now is I'm putting up some wood here so I can put my panel to. This is the panel that's gonna have the 12 volt and the 120 volt connections inside of it. And then my brother is installing all the fuses that go on the links distributor. And then we got some wires that I want to run and that are also going to go behind the wheel well. And I'm starting here with this wire that's going to be going from our inverter over to our 120 panel. And so what I'm doing is using this hole saw to cut a hole just to make it look a little cleaner. Like I said, I don't want all my wires to look all balled up in one area. So I figured this way it kind of hides them and makes it look a little bit cleaner, you know, makes the work look nicer. Alright, now that that's cut out, we can go ahead and start feeding our wire through there to get it over to where our panel is going to be sitting. Just enough to cover kind of where we cut, you know, so it looks clean. We got that special lunch delivery. Shout out to my mom and my sister. Lunch is now over, guys, and my uncle has actually gotten done with the other supports for the cabinets. This one here is a bit smaller because it's going in the kitchen area. This will be used for like my plates, seasonings, stuff like that. Anything I want to keep like kitchen wise, this one is going to have all that stuff in it. Oh, that's gonna be all for today, guys. Got all 3 cabinets up. Just gotta get the door up for that. Alright, you guys, so check it out. This is as far as we got. We got all 3 cabinets. I thought about putting one over here, but I don't want to have too much stuff up there, so I think with 3 should be fine. I want to put a closet right in between those there, and then there's gonna be a bench the rest of the way to the back of the driver's seat. Here's how we're looking on the electrical. These batteries, I still need to put a little baser on them so they don't move anywhere. I want to secure them down with ratchet straps. As you guys seen me earlier on the video, I was putting these pieces of wood here. That's where the panel is going to go for all the 12 and 120 volt stuff. I happen to get most of the electrical stuff hooked up. So my brother was able to run the wires from the DC to DC charger over to the back of the driver's seat. I got to get them through the side right there. I got to kind of hide them basically. You don't have to, but it'll just look nicer. You know, I don't want no wires showing. And they're going to go in front of the driver's seat on the floor where the battery is. So one of the things that's left to do is I got to run from the inverter over to the links distributor. And unfortunately that wire is not here yet till sometime next week. So after that wire gets here, I'll be able to test all the outlets and I'll be able to test the fans. We'll be able to basically test anything that is going to go to the power, but unfortunately we weren't able to get those wires in before this video was over, so that'll be on the next video hopefully. Also, some of you are probably wondering why we put the cabinets kind of far off of the wall. Well, the reason is because if we put them all the way to the back of the wall, they were going to be kind of like that. So this is the way that we found we can get them kind of straight, as straight as we can, without us having to cut the cabinets, because I did want to do that. It looks a lot nicer, but I'm trying to get on the road and I'm trying to get this build done. So that'll be good for now. Later on down the road, I'll take them down probably, and we'll cut out the backs to where it matches to the van, and then we'll have that gap. That gap won't be there no more. So that's kind of where we're leaving off right now, guys. Like I said, this one's for the kitchen. That one's gonna be for my clothes in the bed area. This one here is basically for like electronics and extra storage. Like I said, I'm gonna put a bench here. And my uncle also did run both of the water connections over here from where the tank is, and I won't be putting the water heater there anymore. I believe it's gonna go under the sink where the water pump and the accumulator tank will go as well. So yeah, guys, that's kind of where we're at. This is where we're gonna leave off for the week. Like I said, as soon as the wires come in for the inverter, we want to get those hooked up as soon as possible, so we can start testing all of our outlets, our lights, and then we can start running our lights on the ceiling, and we can no longer have this temporary light hanging in here. I personally feel like we're moving pretty good with the project. If I didn't have to wait on parts so many times, I think we would have gone a little bit further ahead. But I mean, I'm pretty happy with how it's coming along. I'm almost thinking of, as soon as I get the power all fully connected and the water, and then get my bed in here, I'm almost ready like to just hit the road, and then sometime down the road install the closet, and probably when I get to somewhere, find someone to build out this couch slash kind of bed that I want to be made. But we'll see. It's super cold here right now. It's currently, let me show you guys. It's currently 11, but feels like 0. So yeah, it's pretty damn cold here right now. So I don't even want to be doing anything in here right now, because the shop is actually not heated. So I've only been using this this little buddy heater here, and then we have an electrical heater there. But I mean, you know, that can only do so much for us. And so with that being said, guys, I'm gonna end the video here. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.